Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to talk about what's going on right now. So, this winter storm has brought bitter cold, and caused power cuts on top of the natural power outages that took place, and a deadly tornado to the United States, including a snownado over in Texas. So, my question is, first of all, the stores are shutting down. They say you can't go anywhere. My father's truck driving job told everyone just go on home and don't go anywhere because everything is shut down. You can't get anywhere. My question is, this has happened. We've had cold before. Back in 2013, it was negative 71 up in the mountains of Colorado and over in areas of Missouri and Utah and all those places over there. They had some cold weather that hit. Minnesota, all those places got very, very cold. And everything didn't just shut down. They didn't have to give power outages to everyone. They didn't have to shut the power off. Unless you're going to another form of energy quicker than you can be able to transition over, you shouldn't be having to turn the entire power grid off to people. They're planning power outages. They've been planning power outages all over, having to shut people's electricity off because they said, oh, we have to shut it off to conserve electricity. I've never seen them have to do that before, but, well, they did it once. I remember years ago they had to do some planned power outages. But the coldest temperatures, the coldest of the cold, and they shut people's electricity off. I mean, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't add up. And then you've got people freezing to death over this crap. And while the tornadoes tore through in Seaside, North Carolina, a rough-edged winter storm that has left millions without electricity and sub-freezing temperatures, sub-zero. Our high today was lucky to be 14 degrees. And you'll see in a moment what they had originally forecasted just a week ago does not add up. Here's what they'd forecasted for our area originally. It was going to be 38 on the 11th, 31 on the 12th, and that was considered freezing cold. 35, 21 for the 13th. Look what they said it was going to be by the 14th, 15th, and 16th originally. 14, 15, 16. Yeah, I know weather changes like the weather. But look at that. 14, 15, 16, 16th, it was supposed to be that. Fast forward to now. Well, actually, that's what one of their predictions said. But then another prediction on the 4th said the United States is about to get a potent polar vortex blast. And that was on the 4th, and I talked about that. And there it is. There's the blast they had originally predicted on the 4th. And then this is what they had before that. I mean, it just changes so much. This is the Christmas letter from the president. A lot of faces in this. I took this picture here of the ice on the trees, and there's a lot of faces in that, particularly this one right here. You can see the face of a man of some sort right there. Quite something. You can see a lot of faces if you want to look through there. But you can definitely see it right there. There's a face. But this deadly winter storm, and then they're shutting people's electricity off, having planned power outages. They originally claimed they planned 45-minute power outages, but then now it's going to be hours and hours and hours and hours. Stores are shutting down. This guy that, a co-worker, another truck driver that works at the same place my daddy works at, said that he was going to go in Kroger, and they were shutting everything down. They were closing and said, we're closing down. And now daddy was like, well, I'm going to get some things while I'm out there and have some more things on hand while places are open. I mean, it seems to me like making things worse than what they have to be. Shutting things down, shutting stores down, sending people home. Here, go on home in the mess. When we've trekked on before. We've trekked on before through all of this mess, and yet now they shut everything down and do a total shutdown. Before, they would never shut work down, ever. They wouldn't shut workplaces down to save their life, period. And don't get me started with this great reset they keep talking about. Ugh. Anyway, the global reset thing. But this doesn't make sense. Oh, shut the power off in the coldest of the cold. Well, let's have some rolling power outages. Let's have some planned power outages. Let's shut everyone's electricity off. Let them freeze to death. And then, oh, let's shut the stores down too. Meanwhile, why don't we shut the gas stations down? Let's hike the price of fuel up again so that people can't afford. We're going to try to pretend to transition over to some other energy, meanwhile making what everyone else can only afford to buy, which is gasoline. We're going to make them suffer and charge their fuel prices outrageous. Plus, they're mixing something in with our gas and our fuel, and you know what it's doing to our vehicles? The truck it causes some kind of weird black smoke to come out of there. What they've mixed in, this blue stuff they mixed in with the gasoline, and it's causing a weird fume to make it seem like it's a whole lot worse. The fumes make it seem like it's a whole lot worse, and they're going to say we're polluting the atmosphere more than ever, and that's what's coming out of the truck now. Ever since they switched over to this new administration, it's really, the fumes have been coming out of there. I know there's more fumes when it's cold, I know that, but they've really gotten bad. Alright, anyway, and then they're going to plan shutting power off for people? Come on. This is our high today. Never mind that, that was, wait a minute, no, this wasn't today, hold on. Okay, we just made it to 18. Just now made it to 18. Millions of people without electricity. This was a tornado in the snow. Cedar Creek. It was being shared in Iran. Believe it or not, the Middle East was actually watching the tornadoes that happened in the snow in Texas. The Arctic ice has turned pink and red, blood red and pink. Snow ghosts. Imagine seeing that in the dark. Creepy. Oh, really cool. Wow. Someone made some snow ghosts. Powerful aurora borealis at the Abisko National Park. Frozen fire pit. And let's see. Ooh, amber. They finally got some bug captured some amber there. A natural phenomenon known as a fireball at Yosemite National Park. Breathtaking. Check that out. Fire leaking at Yosemite National Park. Mount Etna today. Whole lot going on. I just shared that, and then Mount Etna spewing more lava. Some natural, but also some very unnatural things going on. I mean, mess with the earth, and that's what you get, though. But I just don't. Their whole transition thing, I don't buy it. I just don't. Something's up with it. But here's the thing about what's going on: you transition over so quickly, and you try to claim, the day they sign the bill, we're gonna do this. A sub-freezing zero sub-zero temperatures come in, Arctic blast, and then they tell people, oh, we have to shut your electricity off. You never had to do that before. Maybe once before in 2013, I remember, but you never had to do it before. Anyway, it's adding fuel to the fire, so to speak, that already exists. It's adding more to the disaster that's already existing. It's like they try to make it as bad as they possibly can. Alright, peace, signing out. I'll talk later.